everybody. Welcome to the Pleb Critics Podcast. I'm your host, Evan, and I'm here with my friends...
Skylar.
Big Daddy Mo, a.k.a. Young Hamburger Meat, a.k.a. the Kung Fu Kid. Thanks for having me.
And Chris.
Yep. I guess we have hamburger meat on our podcast today. But aside from hamburger meat, we thought we would talk about the recent release of the Cobra Kai Season 3, do a little review of that, and a bit of a talk about just the entire franchise in general, the movies, including the remake that doesn't count.
The best movie in the franchise. Let's get it.
Now, before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment with your thoughts and feelings. If you want any episodes, you're interested in seeing certain things, let us know. Also, exciting news, I guess, at least to me, the podcast is now up on Spotify. It is pending on Apple, so it'll probably be up by the time that this episode airs. So check it out on Apple. And it's also going to be on Google Podcasts.
And OnlyFans. So check that out.
Yes, my OnlyFans is launching. I'm going to be selling my bathwater.
All right. I'm out of here.
And
I'll buy that for $1.
Amazon Music. It's on Amazon Music as well. So, or it should be. So
Okay.
it's pending right now, but by the time this launches. Anyway.
Nice.
So there's that. And then don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Bad Publicity Records, and you can keep up to date when I try to post, and I'm not very good at it, but
Shame.
I try. And just follow it, and you can obviously talk to me or comment or do whatever. Also, we have Big Daddy Mo here, and he can tell you where he is.
You can follow me on my YouTube page, Big Daddy Mo. Follow me on Instagram, Mo Jenkins. And that's about it.
All right. Yep. So
Perfect.
let's get into it.
So what are we going to start out with first?
Let's just kind of start like Karate Kid is like everybody knows Karate Kid.
You know, I haven't even, before the show came out, I haven't even seen it. I saw the remake first. But even before that,
Oh, okay.
I knew the
Really?
whole story about Karate
Yeah.
Kid. It was so told over and over. And
Right.
because of Barney Stinson. How I Met Your Mother, yeah.
I could never get into that show.
Hey, if you think about it, though, his whole, in the show, it's to Barney Stinson, Daniel LaRusso is the bad guy. Johnny Lawrence is the good guy the entire time.
Well, and that's kind of the funny thing. Like the Cobra Kai show is almost based off of that theory.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of that recurring joke that like, oh no, Johnny's not the bad guy. Daniel's the bad guy thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody kind of knows the movies, like Mr. Miyagi. Everyone knows the, Danyo-san. Like
Wax
well,
on, wax
it's,
off.
It's just so ubiquitous in the culture. It's so hard to like grow up and not know the story or not know the characters and things. And I just find that interesting because it's just like a movie about a kid that does karate.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually is like really, really good. So like, what is it that makes Karate Kid so good? Like, why are we here still talking about it 30 years later or however long it's been?
Okay, to be honest, I have no idea. This is the thing. Like I said, I saw the remake. I love the remake. Then I saw this one. And I don't know. Maybe it's because, people love the 80s. But I saw this movie and I was just like, okay, I see why people like it. It's enjoyable. I do like Mr. Miyagi. As far as Daniel LaRusso, I guess he's a likable character. I don't care for him. I mean, like, I understand it's a fish out of water. He moved, he missed home. He moved to California. He knows nothing about it and whatnot. So he's getting used to this and he's getting picked on and all that. But I wasn't a big fan of it. My favorite character in the movie is Johnny Lawrence and Mr. Miyagi. I love Mr. Miyagi. But this is not a movie that I'm like, yo, you haven't seen a Karate Kid? You have to watch it. I'm like, oh, you haven't seen a Karate Kid? Watch the Jackie Chan version.
No. No.
Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about the Jackie Chan version throughout this entire podcast. Like I said, a.k.a. the Kung Fu Kid.
Hey,
I want to go home.
If they called it the Kung Fu Kid, I don't think it would be as egregious. The fact that they called it Karate Kid is so stupid.
Even I was like, but it's Kung Fu. And they keep trying to like throw that in there. Oh, you got karate? Mom, it's Kung Fu. It's like,
then
should have
why?
called it the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Y'all could have easily called it something else and just say in the credits like based off the worldwide hit, the Karate Kid or something. You could name it something else, but they call it Karate Kid and it's based around Kung Fu.
Right.
Come on, man. Even I felt like that was dumb. So that's my only critique on that.
They should make a third one where it's like a Chinese kid that comes to America.
Oh my god!
And
He's
has
gonna be
to learn-
gang banging street fighting.
has to learn like how to box or break dance or something like.
Oh my god, he's sitting there learning how to do memes and whatnot.
Oh,
I like your cut, G.
no.
Actually, I want to see that movie now.
Well, then I'll give you permission. You can take. I came up with the idea, but you can.
I'm trying to figure out
script.
who would be the Mr. Miyagi, the American Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, it'd have to be like Mr. Beast or something.
No.
You got
or PewDiePie. Well, he's not really American.
Oh gosh.
I'm actually sitting here thinking.
I don't even know. It's just dumb. Well, I don't know. So I think like there's a lot of reasons why Karate Kid, the original, got so much.
Kevin Hart.
Nah, man.
Okay.
Ugh,
Okay.
no. Because all
Not
the
again.
whole joke would be like, I'm short. That's the whole. That's every film he's in. I'm short.
That's hilarious.
It's the whole
Right.
film.
Whoa.
No, he's not ready. Yeah, that'd be a good movie.
Don't pick me up. Oh, I'm short.
Hey, bro, you got some good scenes right there.
Oh gosh.
Continue.
Built in. Yeah, and then The Rock will be the Chinese kid.
Bro, there you cannot tell me that movie will not make over $100 million.
Oh, of
People
course it
will go
would.
see that.
I mean, The Rock fighting a skyscraper made a ridiculous amount of money.
And that movie was trash.
It was terrible.
But it was The Rock. I saw it because of The Rock.
Right.
The movie's trash.
But that's I guess maybe that's part of like that'll segue us. I think that the Karate Kid is so famous and popular because it has a level of heart that a lot of other films don't have.
Oh yeah. Incredibly.
Like, like Daniel is a very sympathetic character where, he's a fish out of water. He's getting bullied. He doesn't fit in. But he's got like that single mom thing. His dad's dead. So he's like trying to kind of take care of her and be like super son sort of a deal, but he's got all these, and he's got like all the typical high school problems, right? He's got girl problems. He's got bully problems.
Wait a minute. Time out. He does not have girl problem. He got her like the next day.
No, the problem is that there's a problem with him being with the girl. Like that's what starts the entire conflict.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Right. And then he does they do have a fight, right? Because they're at the party and she's
the carnival, whatever. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean that they go through these ups and downs. And so like the film, at least the first one, it's nearly 2 hours or just over.
It's like 150 or something
But
like that.
No, it's like 2 something.
I don't know.
Really?
It's right around. It's around the 2 hour mark, but it doesn't feel like it is.
No, not at all.
Because like I said, even though I said like it's overrated, I still enjoyed it a lot. So actually, I think I bought it too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really feel like it is overrated. I think it still retains like a lot of that. Like the plot is just fun. It's a solid plot. I mean, it's probably been used a lot of times, but the way that it implements it and does everything, it makes you care about Mr. Miyagi. It shows you a little bit of his past, and
of all the movies, Mr. Miyagi is like the only thing that stays consistent and is the best thing of the movies. That's the franchise.
That's true. I mean, even in like the third film, which is not good.
Hey,
that was.
Let's start movie by movie because I want to get into all these sequels.
I think the first film is definitely my favorite. It doesn't really get much better than that personally, in terms of like the sequels are not as good. The remake is. I'm sorry. The remake is not as good.
Dude, the remake is damn near the same movie, and it's funnier. The action is better.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny.
It's not like a straight up comedy, but it has its funny moments. And Jackie Chan, dude, come on, Jackie
Chan has a great performance.
Jackie Chan has a great performance.
I do like Jackie
Smith
Chan.
I like Jaden Smith more than I like Ralph Macchio.
I don't.
Oh,
no,
I can't stand. I could not stand,
agree.
especially during a fight the entire time. I wish we were recording it so I can like kind of show y'all how he moves. But even the fight, he's just still like. The entire fight just like this timid kid. Even in the sequels, it's like, bro, didn't you win the valley? Didn't you learn all this stuff? Why you still feel like a punk? Jaden is like, as Jaden was going through the ranks, it was like, okay, my first fight sucked. I'm getting better and better. The next thing you know, he goes from Jaden Smith to Jackie Chan in the last fight.
Well, but you can't have Daniel LaRusso be a total badass because you have to make another sequel.
Understand?
You know what I mean?
But you can still be bad. I mean, look at the Rocky movies. Badass, but then there's always somebody that's badder than him. And now he gets knocked down, and then now we're back to square one.
Yeah.
With Daniel LaRusso, it's like, bro, you're still a punk in every single movie.
But that's kind of what happens, though, right? Because he doesn't win the All Valley a second time. He does, but he doesn't go through the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just were like, oh.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the second movie was Okinawa or whatever.
Yeah, the second movie was
one
Okinawa.
was the tournament.
Yeah.
Wasn't that he did win.
He did.
Yeah,
win.
he won, but he didn't fight through the tournament. Remember,
Yeah.
they changed the rules so that he only has to do the last fight,
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
was
that's trash.
super goofy.
which is
That
kinda,
was trash.
Yeah, it's just kind of stupid. Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was so bored with the movie, but I didn't even know that was the
no,
reason.
yeah, quite literally. Like I hit about the 1 hour 30 mark, and I was like, where is this film going?
I was on my phone after Kreese left to the airport.
I was playing Crash Team Racing nearly the entire time.
Hey, what system you got it on?
The Switch. Anyway,
He's looking it up right now.
anyway.
I got a PS4
About to
and
buy it.
Xbox.
So the I don't know. I feel like the first one has that heart. Like,
Yeah.
what do you feel about it?
Yeah, the first one, it's a simple coming of age film.
Yeah.
It's he's an angsty teen that moved halfway across the country and, life is crap and no one likes him. And then, he meets this father figure that teaches him karate and teaches him to, it's not even like, you said he's badass, but I feel like that's not really the point. It wasn't that like, well, Daniel.
Oh, no.
I feel like it wasn't really the point that like, oh, look, he's like this super like karate like master. It's kind of just like he just kind of learns karate to like, I don't know, just like become a better person.
Fix his problems.
If that makes sense, yeah.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
It's not so much
he starts off learning karate so he can fight back, but once he learns it from Miyagi, he starts learning the actual lessons of what.
I think, that might be why it's so like popular, I think.
Yeah.
Because, it came out in the 80s. What movies were out in the 80s?
Breakfast Club. Actually, everything John Hughes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like
Die Hard?
Predator, Die Hard, all these action films.
Well, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the Die Hard action film type of things.
And,
like,
and then you had like, the Karate Kid, and you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna get some, like crazy Bruce Lee stuff, and then like you have Mr. Miyagi. Oh, yeah, I hate fighting. It's like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah,
defense.
It's
only.
like a nice breather throughout all the Predators, the Aliens, the Die Hards, and then you get like this nice movie about a man teaching a kid karate. I feel you.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just classic. I mean, and the score is pretty good. At least in like the score is good, and the soundtrack, like the song choices that they use,
they're decent.
It is like a pretty good like little 80s time capsule.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just,
what is it? The final song.
Oh yeah, it's the best. Okay.
That always comes into my head a lot.
It does. Like no matter what I'm doing, it's the best. Yeah, I love that song.
It's good.
That's such a great song.
It's good.
Stuff.
Yeah. The second one is okay.
To be honest,
second one's
okay.
trash. Second one's trash.
Really?
Continue.
To be honest, I prefer that over.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Yeah,
I want to hear this.
I like that. I like that.
Okay,
one.
the reason I say it's trash is because I thought the movie's gonna be the Miyagi story is the fact that was it his wife, whatever. It was supposed to marry his best friend, but then saying they ran away together. So now saying he hates the best friend hates him, and he wants to fight him to the death. So I'm like, this is a good story for Miyagi. What is Daniel LaRusso doing? They just have him tag along because he was the main character in the first one, and they throw him a crappy little evil villain. And another love interest. I was like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
about
they got to give him
Miyagi.
a love interest in every film.
Yeah, oh my
Except
god,
for the third one.
I want
he got
no.
one.
He was trying to rearrange them guts, but she already had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It wasn't a love interest.
I actually kind of liked that.
But the second one was then. I don't know if it was funny, but the second the father dies and all that. He's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you 3 days, and then
I'm killing you.
I'm giving you these hands. Oh, don't. There's no reason to cry. You're gonna see your father in 3 days.
Yeah, it's like
he didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, oh, he's saying that. He's saying that in English. But I thought the second one was trash.
I don't know.
I
didn't think it was bad. But it wasn't my favorite either.
And what was the villain? Like the villain, man. Homie was just straight up trying to kill him and homegirl. I mean, he gave her a 2-piece, bruh. He swung on her. You see what I'm saying? I have a lot to say about this franchise.
Yeah.
But he swung on that girl, bro.
I
just thought it was, he was just too crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the guy, it was like the whole honor thing, and you have to, I don't know. I didn't care as much for the villain in that one. It's hard to get better than like John Kreese and Johnny Lawrence.
Speaking of that, the best scenes I thought in the movie was the beginning and the end. The beginning when Miyagi, doesn't even really fight Kreese. He's like Kreese does all the damage to himself. Yeah, y'all know that. Well, actually, no, because I looked it up yesterday. They actually filmed that while they were filming number 2. Because if you look at it, I'm like, y'all could have filmed this like in the first movie.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like they did.
So
So yeah, the beginning and the end was like the only parts of the movie I fully enjoyed.
Yeah, well, and
but John Kreese is great,
and it's cool because they brought it back in the latest season of Cobra Kai as well with the whole like do or die, man, and then like the
honk,
with the honk in the nose thing. Like they bring that back. So like, yeah, I mean,
they bring a lot of stuff
They
back.
do. They do.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that in a minute, but I don't know. And then the third one, I just finished it before coming here, and yeah, it is definitely.
What was the main guy's name? Ponytail. Was it Terry Silver?
Yeah, it's like Terry Silver.
Holy crap, bro! These villains are all like psychopaths.
The top. That guy was crazy.
Should we start talking about number 3 now?
Yeah, I mean that's what we're doing.
I'm sorry. The villain was. Oh my god! But dude, I love that part. I can't. I think when Miyagi does it too, I can't rewind in that scene. It was so great. But when they but it was trash. Again, I'm saying that it's trash.
Yeah.
Didn't care about. Even though there wasn't getting together, that was another love interest. That was another girl to tag along with. Them hanging off the cliff or whatever. That was so stupid. Why is every villain in this movie and in the show are like all like just killers, just crazy, just psychopaths?
Like, I mean, I understand the first one because you're kind of like John Kreese is just like an overzealous, karate dojo guy,
and we see why in Cobra Kai,
right? Yeah. And that makes that. I like that they're doing that. And then episode or season, not season. Oh my gosh, movie 2, movie episode season 2,
movie episode season 2.
The bad guy is just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you because you dishonored me or whatever.
Oh, you said part 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you let everybody know that I'm selling them fake stuff, so now I got to kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the third one is just like, oh, I hate that this kid beat the student of my best friend from the war.
Hey,
so
man.
I'm going to do this whole Machiavellian scheme where I trick him into letting me train him so that I can injure him and turn him into a bad person.
So that's what he was doing. He was trying to get him to injure himself.
Right.
I was checking. I'm like, is that what he's trying to do, or he's trying to make him a monster or whatever?
It was kind of. I think it was kind of both.
Okay.
Just to break him. But I was like, why? Like, why?
Hey man, battle buddies, dude.
It's a karate tournament. Who cares?
Right.
Bro?
It's
Get a
over
job.
karate.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the fun thing about the show is how seriously they take karate. Everything is karate.
Yes.
And I kind of love it. Like it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But like the movies are a little more grounded than the TV show.
Oh,
I think.
definitely.
So it's kind of like the first one you can kind of make sense of it. The second one and the third one you're like, why is everything about karate?
Well, everything was cheesy back in the day, so
yeah. Well, and I'm okay with a level of cheese. Like you kind of have to lean into it and be okay with that, and I think that's fine. And that's I think part of why the show is good.
Yeah.
Can
Can y'all talk about the next Karate Kid? 'Cause I haven't seen it.
I have not seen that.
Hold on. You never seen it at all?
I know. I saw like part of it on TV years and years ago.
I saw the Netflix preview where Hillary Swank is doing a little stupid kick in the air. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, I think I watched the first 20 minutes of that film and then I turned it off.
You're talking about like your whole lifetime? That's all you saw was the first 20 minutes?
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure I watched it like years ago when I was like super young, but I can't remember. So yeah, I watched it again recently. Yeah, 20 minutes I turned it off.
Yeah.
The dude, I don't even remember his name.
Mr. Miyagi.
No, the dude at the high school that was like harassing her.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, no.
I just.
But you know who
Mr.
I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right? That dude was like, it was like rapey.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Hold on. So
it
she's
was-
fighting. She's fighting the dude. She's not fighting the chick.
I don't even know.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay.
I didn't finish.
Okay. So the reason Mr. Miyagi is with Hillary Swank is because she's the granddaughter to one of his old army buddies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he stays with her because her grandmother is leaving out of town, so he's babysitting her. Basically, there's this. I don't know what this club is. It has Michael Ironside as their leader, if you know who he is.
Michael Ironside?
Yeah.
Is that the actor's name or the character?
The actor's name.
That's a cool ass name. Ironside.
And
Like a transformer.
I
Ironside.
don't know what this group is. I don't even remember. They were like the security group.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they were like the campus security or something.
Oh my gosh.
It was
sounds
so
like the
weird.
hall
super
pass,
cheesy
like
like the
Literally that. Yeah.
Have your hall pass?
No,
Top,
literally
top
that.
flight security of the world, Craig.
And they were teenagers. Yeah, like the secondary villain who's like the Johnny
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was rapey. Like
Mega rapey.
Wow.
Like,
Did you say mega or MAGA?
Mega.
I thought he said MAGA rapey.
No, mega.
No.
Ultra
Just
rape.
grab her by the.
every
No.
time he's with her, he's like, okay, he's going to rape her. Any second now, he's going to do it.
No,
And
Y'all make me want to watch this movie.
But
No,
then he-
it's,
but then
it's
he goes-
uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If
It like
that's-
made me uncomfortable.
so
wrong, but I have to watch
like
it.
is Karate Kid, the next Karate Kid, is that like a precursor to $1 Million Baby? Or
I haven't even seen that.
oh, it's a film where Hilary Swank is a boxer.
Yeah.
Uh,
She gets
Clint-
a body
Clint
bag at the
Eastwood
end.
directs it.
it's less serious than $1 Million Baby.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Clint
Clint
Eastwood,
Eastwood,
film.
yeah.
And
System.
she's trying to take care of this hawk with a broken wing.
Oh, that's right. That was it. It's just a bad movie.
Yeah,
It's a bad film. Bad film.
It's
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember a lot of this stuff. They go to a monk place for a little while.
Okay.
Some Shinto shrine or something.
Oh yeah, they do.
Really?
They,
Oh, no,
they
it-
do that crap in the remake too.
Hey, we're,
Oh, it
we're
was
talking about
pretty-
the remake next.
It was pretty much that, but they stay there for like a while.
See, in the remake, they did for like what, maybe like 5 minutes, 10
In,
minutes.
And-
in the temple.
You know, when she's like looking at the snake, and then he like drinks the water from the fountain of
Oh god.
Yeah.
youth
That's
or
right.
whatever.
I mean, but they take a whole long time on that field trip to go up the mountain and
In the remake,
yeah.
are we talking about the remake now?
I mean, I guess so.
Remake is the best one.
I mean, half of us haven't seen the other one, so we
Yeah.
better just stop
Yeah,
talking about
I
it.
want to watch it now.
pretty
It's
much you don't have to watch next.
No,
Karate
I'm not
Kid,
interested.
I
But-
don't watch it.
but it's something it's weird.
I don't know.
It's a weird movie.
Anyway, the remake. So there's going to be some contention on this table, I think.
I love it. I love the remake.
It's
dude.
okay.
Okay, at least in this one though, you automatically know the Chinese kid. I don't know his name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'll sound racist a little bit. Ching bong got. Oh no! Sorry, y'all. I'm black. I can kind of get away with it.
Oh my
But
gosh.
at least in this movie, he's legit the bully. You can't argue like, oh yeah, Dre, Jaden Smith is the bully. No, homie over there like threw him down. At least Dre got up and was like, okay, I guess we got to square off. Remember, Daniel LaRusso straight up just jabbed Johnny Lawrence. So in
Yeah.
this one, it's like homeboy is legit the bully here. And man, it's like they are whooping up on Jackie Chan. I mean, I'm sorry, not Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
And I love the fight when he when Chan goes against the kids because he's not hitting them like Miyagi, but even though let's be real, these kids are like 12, 11. These are
Right.
actually, these are actual kids.
They're like children.
Where in the original, I can actually say how hot Elizabeth Shue is because she was of age. So we're good. Everybody here is of age, but yeah, in this one, they're like straight up kids. So to see them like straight up just beating on them, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, who's raising these kids? But Jackie Chan
Chinaman.
fighting like the 3 kids or whatever was awesome because he was mostly just like dodging, you know what I'm saying, letting them, you know, basically kill each other.
Yeah.
So that scene was awesome.
I mean, and that is the strength. I think the movie is really carried by
the original.
no, the
Oh.
remake. The remake, I think, is really carried by Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
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 Jaden Smith
Definitely.
does a great job
I mean,
here too.
Jaden does a good job, but
Like
I love Taraji
like,
P. Henson as the
I-
mother.
when we find out about Jackie Chan's character's backstory. Jackie
Yes.
Chan's like at his
yes,
best.
he does.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
super good. That's
Because when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, Jackie Chan can actually act. Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah. No, that I do
Huh.
like the car breaking scene.
Mhm.
Like that is
yeah,
actually
he does it like every year. He fixes it back
Yes.
up, and he does the same thing. I love
right.
that.
I think that is a really good take on that part of the film, that part of the story that they had to redo.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
and obviously Jackie Chan's physicality is. There's no question. You know, he's amazing at
yeah.
what he does.
I love that they play around with his age too. Like after he gets done fighting, you will see that he's a little tired and whatnot.
Yeah.
I love they play
Oh, but
around.
and
with
that's one of the things that he does great. Jackie Chan always plays like this like human, very human sort of super powered guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, he's always like, I don't want to fight, and then like
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
hit by something, and you can see like gets phased for a second, and then like has to pick it up and find a creative way to fight somebody
Yep.
Yeah.
when he's outmatched or whatever. It's less about like his I'm the best fighter ever, and just more him like he's always frantically like trying to survive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of the fun of a Jackie Chan performance, is that he's not always in control. Like Bruce Lee was kind of the opposite, where he's Superman.
Yes.
Like Bruce Lee's always in control.
Y'all
He's
remember it was the Enter the Dragon. He punched the main dude. He flew back into 2 dudes and broke the stuntman's arm. It's like how
Yeah.
you kick this dude, but then you injure the guys behind her. It's like the injury just went through homie and just said, okay, I'm going to one of
Jackie
y'all.
Chan was so strong that he needed metal in his punching bags because he kept on breaking them.
I never heard that.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, he broke a regular punching bag, but he just put metal in them, and it was fine after that.
My boy
Sounds like-
Uncle Jackie. I hope he never die.
Yeah, Jackie's good. I mean, I think I like him better than Bruce Lee personally, just because I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like his personality
All right,
that he brings in.
What did y'all think about like the romance story here?
You could
It's
cut
okay.
it out. You
It's
could cut
okay.
it out.
at least-
It takes way more time than it needs to.
True. At least he didn't like. I mean, because like a plan I had with the original is he meets Allie, Elizabeth Shue,
Yeah.
and then like the next scene he's already on a date with her and everything. I'm like, man, you got the girl that.
I mean,
quick.
but that's sometimes that's how it works, right? And you you have
that's true.
stupid high schoolers too, and they're just like, oh man, I think I like you, you know.
I can't talk. Don't forget, I had a girl that told me she loved me the next day. So never mind. That's okay.
There you go.
Dang, I just gotta let that go.
There you go. Let it go, man. Let it go.
Okay.
Teenagers.
I give him that
They're
one.
dumb.
But I don't know. I think that like the level of like there's that scene where they all like play hooky for the day or whatever, and
Yeah.
they go to the mall or
Dance Revolution and all
yeah,
that.
and I cannot stand that scene where it's like you're hot and
Yeah.
she's like gyrating, and I'm like,
I was like,
this okay, it's different when you've got a girl who's like high school
Yeah.
and probably close to being of age, and then like this is clearly a child.
even I felt uncomfortable at that.
I know it's not right. It's not right, and
Wow, you just made me remember that part.
Yeah.
Wow,
I hate that part of the film. I
Yeah.
will
Oh, wow.
like skip that part of
Like
the
I
film.
was watching it before I got here, and I've seen it like a few weeks ago, and that the second he brought that up, it's just right there. in my
Yeah,
head.
and you're
she
just
was
kinda
off
like-
beat, like she was dancing
that's-
okay, but you were off beat. You didn't hit any of the marks. Like
I mean,
ain't no way you won that
probably
game.
they're probably playing music in the post. They didn't actually play it to her in the recording.
Yeah, yeah.
definitely
Is
not.
my guess. They just added it later. But
Okay,
like,
and they're the karate teacher, the Chinese crease.
yeah.
He was like, he was whatever.
He's okay. I think part of the problem is that he doesn't communicate in English.
He does. It's
Wait, does
broken
he?
English.
I don't remember.
think
I
some
seriously
broken
do not
English.
remember.
I like part of what makes Kreese great is that Kreese like communicates directly with
Mhm.
Daniel and with Mr. Miyagi, because like he's kind of like the Palpatine to Johnny Lawrence's Vader, right?
Yeah.
Like you,
Man.
right? And the
You're
Chinese
not
one,
wrong.
right? And the Chinese one, he's just kind of like there and looks angry.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then you like see him say something in Chinese, and you're like, oh, okay.
yeah.
I
What
was
that?
about to speak Chinese again. Let me stop. Ni hao ma.
Ni hao.
That's actually man.
Yeah.
Sound good. Ni
Yeah,
hao
no,
ma.
you're good. You're
I
good.
learned that from Corky Romano. If y'all seen that movie,
I don't even know what that is.
I'll send y'all a link on the Discord.
Okay, all right.
Hey, what I do? Okay, so what I do? Another thing I like about in this one
Mhm.
is when they go to it's after Jackie Chan beats up the kids. They go to the dojo, and then they're basically trying to say like, "Hey, yo, stop messing with Jaden." You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone. And he's like, "Okay, I'm not gonna make it out here alive or whatever." And in the original, it's like when they have that conversation, Miyagi is just like, "We're gonna just put him in that tournament." Whereas in this one, Jackie Chan is kind of like forced to put him in that tournament, or he's
Yeah.
gonna have to like fight him. So I actually like that a lot better. So he was forced instead of just like throw him in a tournament.
I don't know.
Well-
I kind of like the way Miyagi does it too.
He just threw him in a tournament.
But the
Jackie
reason
Chan
it-
didn't want him to do that.
Well, the whole thing was that he goes, "Oh, I just saved you 2 months of beatings.
Yeah.
Like this way, you train for tournament, you fight, maybe you lose, but then they respect you." Was the whole plan, right?
That was said in the first one.
That
Yeah.
was well.
Okay, I
yeah.
forgot which movie said that. Even though I just know I love that line. That was a
Yeah.
great line. But
Well,
yeah,
when they rolled up too, Kreese was like, "Oh, okay, you brought him, cool, Johnny, let's go, get him on the mat and fight."
Right.
So
And
it was like, whoa,
right.
whoa,
And he said, "No, it's not fair because it's your dojo.
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't know. We don't know what you're gonna do. So we'll do it in the public space. We'll do it in the tournament where there's rules and regulations, and you can still have the rematch that you want with him, but then you don't have the dojo masters fighting each other either, right? You get that they're kind of fighting by proxy
Mhm.
with their students. So I mean, I think it still works. It works. I don't hate the way they do it in the remake. It's just it's a different thing.
different way of doing it. Yeah.
But then I think this is what I think about is with remakes and originals. I think no matter what, if you see this movie first and then all of a sudden there's a different version, you're gonna automatically enjoy the one you seen first. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
If Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith were in the 80s and they made their Karate Kid the same way, and then all of a sudden you got Miyagi, blah blah blah, and they made their movie the way they did in the 80s, y'all would still like the Jaden Smith version because y'all saw it first. It came out first. That's how it always is.
Jaden is a little bit annoying to me.
Oh no. I agree with you there.
Jaden's
Not in the movie
Jaden's
though,
annoying.
but in
Well,
general,
in real life too.
yeah.
But
Especially in Day the Earth Stood Still, I hated him.
I never saw that. I never saw it.
Cypher Rage.
My God, you talking about After Earth?
Yeah, that's Will Smith's character's name. Cypher Rage.
Oh my gosh. I wish
That movie was something.
I liked Will Smith, and now I can't stand Will Smith anymore. Ever since the YouTube rewind, it's rewind time.
That's hot. That's hot.
Ooh, it's so stupid.
It's bad.
I love Will Smith.
I mean, I like a lot of his movies,
All right.
but that's the thing. Like the remake felt like Will Smith going, "I got to get my kid famous. Let's put him in a film."
Hey, but he's not a bad actor though. He is a good actor if you give him the right stuff.
I do agree. Like he does a good performance. The other thing that I don't really care for about the remake is that the age down thing.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I give you that. I didn't like that
because like high school, like the original premise of the movie was kind of written with high schooler problems in mind, and then you kind of de-aged that, so you still have the romance plot, which doesn't really work as well with junior hires.
Yeah.
And you have the bully plot, which I mean that can be of many ages.
Oh yeah, we definitely have bullies in.
I mean, so there's things like that, and I'm like, okay, and then it took like the physicality of the fighting to be less serious, because you're like, high schoolers can mess each other up. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've seen high schoolers fight, and I mean they're almost adults, right? I mean it can be pretty messed up.
Because these kids are elementary, right? They're basically like elementary.
I don't even know if they're
Maybe
junior
middle,
high. They
maybe?
might.
But
They
like,
might be.
if
middle
I saw
school.
but if I saw some kids their age fighting, I'm sitting there laughing at it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you hear?
Yeah, you
Hey,
can-
stop trying to make me talk bad about this movie, bro.
Look,
I'm
here's the thing.
gonna take you to the door.
Here's the thing, right?
You can wax it off. I'm gonna jack it off. Let's go.
I don't
No.
wax it off or
Wax
it
on,
off?
wax off. I'm jacking on. I'm jacking off. Let's get
Oh
it.
no! Gosh, now I have to click explicit on this podcast episode.
Hey, jack it on, jack it off. That's what they say.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Well, that's Oh, you mean in the remake? I thought you were. Never mind. I thought you were making it. I thought you were saying something else.
No.
Okay. I thought you said jacking on.
Jacket on.
Remember, jack it on, jack it off.
Okay.
Jacket
Okay.
on.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's your fault that you made it dirty.
That's my fault.
Yup.
Whatever.
Come on, man.
I'll edit it.
Okay, let's
Maybe.
talk about the because we're on the how long is this podcast?
Yeah, we're like 30 minutes in. We're still talking about the movie.
Let's talk about the
show.
actual
Let's do
tournament. Let's talk about the tournament of the remake. What y'all think about that? Because of course, I'm not saying nothing else bad about this movie because I still think it's the best in the franchise. So of course, I thought the tournament was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, what I did like about the tournament in the new film is they kind of had they had the kid with the mohawk. They had like the different kids that had like a different personality, and you almost kind of like rooted for some of them.
Yeah, I was rooting for Mohawk.
Yeah, he's
Mohawk
cool.
looked-
He was
Mohawk
cool.
looked
He had
cool,
like
yeah.
style, right? I mean, so there was stuff like that I thought was all right, and then. But again, it's that level of physicality where you're like, Jaden Smith is just a twig. He's a twig in the film.
He'd beat up on Daniel LaRusso anytime though.
No.
I mean, Daniel
No.
was pretty skinny too.
Daniel
Yeah.
He's still pretty skinny guy.
And that little
Ralph
stupid
Macchio,
crane
yeah.
kick. You
the crane
seen
kick
what I
is-
sent you on
the
Discord?
crane kick
that
is dope.
The one Jaden's kick is
Yeah,
dope.
but Jaden's is like, let me put suspension wires on my hips and then flip around, and then the way that the other kid plays off the kick. I mean, you can tell like dimensionally he's so far from Jaden's foot that he just and then he just whips his head.
But you only saw like one side of that though. Now you saw it from the other angle, then it's like okay, connected.
I had more problem with the weird snake thing he did. He's like
snake
moving his
thing was-
head,
yeah,
and
that
then he's
was-
like, I'm like, okay, this is a little.
That was kind of weird because
that was a little much for me.
because they didn't like
Just a little
explain
much.
that one either.
No,
Like,
Why he did that? Or
well, they did, but like they didn't explain like how he
learned
figured it out.
Oh.
I guess. I mean, they kind
they
of do that in all
probably-
the films, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he had a montage where he's working out doing this. They didn't show it, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure during that time, he.
Yeah, but I mean that the thing I didn't like with that specifically with the kick is like you just had to one up the Daniel kick.
Because that kick was trash.
It's not.
That kick was so stupid.
Okay, can you do it?
He's getting up. He's getting up right now. He's doing it.
He's out. He's out of here.
Here he goes.
There you go. Okay. Oh,
Right,
we're
one
watching
foot
him. No, this. Man, we don't have video.
Oh,
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Don't forget, dude, I'm out of shape.
That's not my fault.
He sticks the landing.
He stuck the landing. Hey, we're injury-free podcast still.
I'm
so-
345 pounds. What y'all expect?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, it still takes a level of athleticism to do it.
Yeah.
And he got high. He got to his face.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
But is that whole thing like where he jumps and kicks with the same foot. I mean, it's athletic, right? But the whole like jumping and doing a backflip with a quarter turn and kicking somebody in the face perfectly after knowing how to fight for like 2 months or something, it's just a little less believable to me.
It was a little much.
But everything, whatever.
And he's a junior high. I don't know. I mean, look,
Hey,
there are aspects.
He's a gymnast. He's a gymnast.
There are aspects
and he's
of
black.
the film.
He's automatically an athlete.
Oh my
He can
God.
do it.
You got those
You saw what
quads.
I just did. I'm tired, but let me lose like 20 pounds, and I got that crane kick.
Okay, yeah, I believe you.
Hey, but I love how when Daniel tried to do the crane kick in part 2, homie shut that down.
I actually did like that.
I love that.
That was good because it doesn't work a second time, right?
Yeah.
I do like that. I mean, I don't know. So like, there's a lot of aspects about the remake that I actually do enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think they could have done it more to not make it. Oh, it's the Karate Kid, but it's in China.
Yeah.
Like, also, who loses their factory job and then moves to China?
Dude, me and Levi was
Hey,
talking
she's-
about that, bro.
It's totally not how outsourcing works.
She's going to
No.
where her job went. Yeah.
Shut up. I don't care. I'm siding with the Karate Kid. I'm pretty sure that's a good explanation on why she went to China. Maybe she got a sugar daddy. I don't know.
But she like clearly doesn't. They're like
we
living
don't know
in-
that. This is a kids movie, bro.
They.
It's PG. You can't be having no
you
sugar
saying she's
daddies.
turning tricks? That's that how she's making her
No,
money?
hey,
no.
hey,
She's working at the
don't
factory.
disrespect, Taraji P. Henson like that. That is Cookie
No,
Line.
that ain't her. That ain't her. That's the character.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
Hey, did y'all ever see the alternate ending for this one?
no.
Oh yeah, there is.
So basically, Jackie Chan and the Chinese Kreese actually get into a fight.
Oh, really?
It is actually awesome.
Huh. I don't know.
It was. I had to see
Well,
that
I guess
link,
they're
too.
kind of doing like the Karate Kid 2 intro, you mean? But just
Basically.
adding it to the film.
Yep.
That's another thing. Like, we'll talk about the show right here in a second. But like, the movies all end
Yes.
so abruptly.
It's true.
I hate
fist
that.
bump from
It's
across
like,
the table.
hey, I win, and then here go Miyagi do the little smile.
Yeah.
This is
Da-dun,
yeah.
the end.
Yeah, yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing with the second one. I win. Da-dun, the
Right.
end.
I didn't expect it in the second one where I was like, oh, maybe they'll give it a little more epilogue. And
Nope.
then you're just like, oh, he just goes like honk, and then everyone applauds him, and then it's the end of the film.
I watched all 3 movies and they all end just to, I win. Da-dun.
The third one wasn't as bad. They had a little more celebration.
Hey, did they do that in the next Karate Kid?
Oh, I really don't remember. In all honesty,
I want to
Because-
get on my Netflix
because-
right now and
Yeah,
check
right.
that
It was-
out.
because by the time it was ending, I was just on my phone looking on
Yeah.
Facebook, seeing if there's
Yeah.
any news.
Hey, at least with the new Karate Kid, we actually have everybody respect, bow down to Mr. Han. All of a sudden, Mama coming in, she happy that her kid is a champion and all that, and then we do the
Well, but you
Mr.
get-
Han, I win.
but-
Da-dun.
Did anyone?
But you get that in the original too, where actually Johnny Lawrence is like, you earned this, man, you earned this, or something like
Hands
that.
him the trophy.
Oh yeah,
You're
that
good,
was
you're
great.
good.
That was great.
Did anyone notice that the films don't take place far enough from each other? From 1 to 2, it's like only a couple of months. Then
Uh-huh.
2 to 3, it's like maybe a month later.
'Cause I think number 3 is like 6 months after the first one.
No, it's a year.
It's a year.
Because maybe it's a little less than a year because they have some training time later. But it's because they said, oh, he won the last tournament and the next one is the next year.
Yeah.
So
Well, and then he graduates high school too, right?
yeah, he graduates high school.
Yeah. So
I think that was like the second one because remember he used his money, his college tuition. Which, by the way, how much did he? How much did he spend? Because I remember he was like, "Oh, yeah, this is a lot of money." You know, what I'm saying, college tuition. And then when he had like the bet for the icicles, he gives him like $600. Like that's college tuition. How much was college back in the day?
It's the 80s, man.
It was the 80s.
I was wondering that the entire time, like $600. I can go to Harvard right now.
Different times.
Hey, mama, I graduated.
That was before all the price gouging.
Right.
Gosh. Yeah.
But enough about the state of modern education. So let's talk about the show.
Here we go.
This is a review, basically. I mean, we want to do a little bit of a review of season 3, and let's just generally talk about the Cobra Kai show. Like,
we're talking about all seasons, right?
All this, yeah. Like, just in general, what do you guys general thoughts? What do you think about the show?
I think it's really good.
Why?
He said I think it's really good.
Come on, man. You can't just do this. You gotta contribute. I spend all this money on equipment for you to just say
he's a man of
I
little
think
words.
it's really good.
Yep.
Hey, what you think about Johnny Lawrence? He's cool.
That's cool, man. I like his haircut.
He had a nice car.
For the first 2 episodes.
Okay, so I noticed again, like I watched the show before I watched the original Karate Kids.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, it's kind of, man, is it hot in here?
No.
God, I am out of shape.
Is that kick?
You do one crane kick and you're
Oh my God, I gotta give Ralph Macchio,
man. Now you're saying
holy crap. Okay.
Change your mind now.
Okay. So it's basically if you think about it, it's somewhat of a small, and at least for Miguel, somewhat like a small remake of the Karate Kid. I mean, fish out of water. He comes here. He meets somebody that knows karate.
Yeah.
He's being bullied or whatever, and then all of a sudden he learns the karate. He wins the tournament. In a way, it's kind of like a remake of the first one.
Yeah.
But it's in the eyes of someone that's in Cobra Kai dojo this time. So I thought that was a nice little turn or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's basically like Karate Kid mixed with Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Where you've got these two warring dojos and there's star-crossed lovers in between them.
I don't like Sam. I can't stand Samantha.
You know, Sam bothers me.
She's
a little
annoying.
bit.
And you know what it is? Oh my God! She's with Kyler, the guy that's bullying Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, something happens. You know, he's spreading rumors or whatever. Miguel whoops up on Kyler. All of a sudden, she was Miguel. Miguel and Robbie. Robbie is Johnny Lawrence's son.
Yeah.
Miguel and Robbie get into
the fight, and then
all of a sudden she's jumping in with Robbie.
She just likes violence.
Hold on.
She's attracted to violence.
Okay, hold on now. Robbie and Miguel, they get into another fight.
Yep.
Miguel almost dies. Bye-bye, Robbie. I'm going back to Miguel.
Yep.
Girl. I don't want to call you the H word.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But girl.
No, I'm kind of with you. She needs some supervision and some guidance.
I just don't really care for the romance at all.
No, it's a little high school.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little too high school.
In the first season,
It
I
is high
got.
school.
Well, yeah.
Well, true, yeah.
I mean, too high school, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Especially the second season. The first season, I got
Yes.
okay, Miguel's gonna fight, get the girl, whatever. And then, the Robbie thing, I'm just like, I don't really care.
Yeah, no,
I
and
just don't
then
care.
you have the whole what's the other girl's name?
Tori.
Oh my God, Tori's hot. And
Tori.
she's crazy. She's crazy. She's hot. She's crazy hot.
No.
It seems like you have a type.
I want me a chick oh yeah.
You have a type.
You was talking to her. Oh, let me go kill her right quick. Like I
Kill
want me a
her, then
woman
you.
like Tori.
Oh no.
Keep me honest.
I mean, Tori, I don't know. I don't really I think Tori annoys me more than the other girl.
Sam.
Really? I can't stand Sam. She's a weenie.
Tori's just too much of this I'm a bad girl thing, and I just don't
say that again.
I just don't buy it. I just don't. I'm not going to clip. Someone's going to clip that.
Jamie, pull up the clip.
Jamie, pull that up. Man, those Karate Kids, they'll tear your face off.
Gosh.
But and I also in the first season I like how we always hear the myth or whatever. Daniel was actually the bully. Johnny is not, because even when he's explaining it, I'm sitting there, I'm with my girl, I'm talking to her, and all of a sudden this kid comes around and he's sitting there messing with us and all of that. When you have him tell the story, it sounds like, well, bro, you was sitting there having a conversation with your girl, and this boy just comes out of nowhere. I'll lay him out too. And then even then, he's like, yo, I haven't seen him in like months. And then he comes and dumps water on me.
Yeah.
It seems like he is the bully, and now Johnny's just like, you know what? I gotta put you in your place so you can leave me alone.
But see, and that's the thing I do like, that they keep reassessing that as the show goes along, and then it takes to season 3 when Allie shows back up, and then she's like, "You are both the same. Like, stop.
Yeah,
You are both wrong.
You are both wrong."
And I hate to say
really
it, but the
like that.
crane kick is legal. I looked it up. Yeah, it's illegal. It's legal. So if you think about it, even Johnny was like kicking people in the face in the tournament too.
Yeah.
So how was that crane kick illegal?
He was just saying that because he was salty.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's been going around so long. Barney Stinson said it was illegal. Everybody says it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
No, it was legal, and they actually clarified that in season 3, which I thought was funny. But
they clarify a lot of stuff in the show, which was great.
Well, and that's actually the thing. Like, I thought if Karate Kid got famous initially because of the heart, I think that this show actually does do a good job of being like a spiritual successor to the movies in that sense. Like, you get that like the dojo master and their student thing. You know, you get that with both the LaRussos, and you get it with
Lawrence and Miguel.
Right, and you actually feel like they're improving each other and changing each other's lives. And then you get that on multiple levels with different characters.
Because Lawrence, while he does hate what Cobra Kai was, like how Kreese was, like how Kreese damn almost killed him, and how how he basically made him who he is.
Yeah.
He also he's bringing back Cobra Kai because he accepted the lessons he learned, but he also hated what it was, so he's trying to make it better. Yeah. But the thing is, even though he's trying to make it better, it's turning into like the same thing, which is what sucks.
Right.
And he learns that in like he learns that at the end of season 1 when Robbie is fighting Miguel in the tournament, and they're fighting dirty and whatnot. Yeah. That's why I say it's basically the first Karate Kid movie. I mean, even with the Hawk, damaging Robbie and whatnot, then it's like he's not sweeping the leg, but he's like messing up his arm. It's basically the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
By the way, Hawk, Eli, that has to be like one of the best characters.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
That's character development. Because I mean, you see him, he keeps being bothered about the lip. He's always bullied. Like I've seen him, like he's been crying in a couple episodes, so you feel bad about him.
Oh yeah.
But then it really gets to when Johnny is talking about him, and then the next day come back in. More of Eli's story is Hawk's story. All you need is a fresh cut, and it makes you feel bad. Because you think about it, he came back with a tattoo and a haircut. And he was badass.
That's what you do. That's
I'm
all
like,
it takes.
I need a haircut and I need me a tattoo.
That's all it takes.
Got the girls and everything. I was like,
and that's the cool thing, like that I actually really like about the show is it has this like don't be a pussy energy, but it's not like I don't know. It's not like being a total jerk about it.
Yeah,
he's just like, oh, you're going to sit here and cry all day about your cleft lip. Like everybody's got something wrong. Everybody struggles with something. You got to you got to turn it around and flip it.
Cuz I forgot all about the lip. Once he changed,
you don't even notice it.
Yeah, I forgot about it. By the way, I thought that was real, but I think I saw a picture of him this morning recently. That's makeup.
Yeah, it's makeup.
Yeah, I mean,
but like he turns from like the victim, then he turns into like someone that stands up for himself, a badass. But then he turns into the bully.
Right.
And then in season 3, he kind of like sees everything that's going on. And then he kind of reverts back to, being the good guy.
And I like, I like that too. Like the show has these, I don't want to say predictable arcs, but like, they just work for me. Where like at the beginning of season 2, like season 1, you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of a season long Karate Kid. Like you're saying,
that's basically what it was.
And it makes sense. And there's not a whole lot of stuff in season 1 that you're like, oh God, why'd they put this in here? Like, it all makes sense. And then season 2, they add a lot of like kind of teen drama and maybe a little bit too much in some ways. But you can see the arc, like at the beginning of season 2, I'm like, okay, so probably in season 3 somewhere, John Kreese is going to come back. I don't know why, I just figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai are going to have to team up to beat this.
You actually thought about that before season 3 come out?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was where it was going.
Yeah.
Because
they're frenemies. Right. Johnny and they're frenemies.
Yeah, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, like I figured what they had to do was come up with some kind of a synthesis of a new like style of karate so that people could get along. And it seems like that's this direction that it's heading.
Yeah.
And you kind of have this, again, the Emperor Palpatine thing, and now he's taking on that new apprentice in season 3.
Kreese is so badass, though. I love Kreese.
I think
He's
that
good.
Kreese plays it so well in season 2 and 3.
Yes.
Like in the movies,
So good.
he's almost too like high energy, cackling, laughing. Like
especially number 3.
Number 3,
when they
he's-
get beat
yeah.
up and here they go. Oh no, what they when they get ready to fight Miyagi
Yes.
and then they bow to each other. It's party time.
yeah, no,
and then he
he's
gets beat up. Come
he's
on.
too over the top
over the
in
top.
number
Yes.
3. But in the series, he's like, you just hate this guy.
But the acting
he's
is better
freaking evil.
Because in the second one, it's like the second season is like you know he has a hidden agenda, but
Yeah.
he keeps trying to like pretend with Johnny like hey thank you for having me, blah blah blah. So we're gonna teach these kids the right way.
Yeah.
But every time Johnny leaves, boom, you know what I'm saying, strike hard, no mercy,
Yeah.
finish him. He's back to his old ways,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
the end of season 2, that's when he's like full on Kreese.
And the other thing I actually like about what they've done with Kreese is that I don't want to say he's a sympathetic character, but you actually kind of understand like
It puts him into context.
well, he's like mentally unstable.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like legitimately he has mental problems.
Yeah,
Because that
And-
backstory they give him.
Well, yeah, even in season 2 when like he's at the vet place or whatever,
Mhm.
or because he legitimately has like PTSD or some kind
Yeah.
of, he cannot integrate into society properly. He always says, "Oh, I'm a U.S. veteran, and I got
Yeah.
there's no reason I would ever do anything bad." And he's just using all of this. He's so manipulative,
Oh yeah.
and it's less about him being this cackling bad guy, and he's just a manipulative, crazy person.
Crazy old
Yep.
man. Yeah.
So I do like the way that they've played him, and
Yeah,
season
and I love his backstory in season 3 because he
Yes.
seemed like he was a guy that that also was kind of getting picked on. You see that he was fighting, to make sure that homegirl is okay.
Yeah.
And then he's in the army, and I'm not gonna say he was a wimp, but he couldn't do what was necessary because he had to sacrifice one of his guys to save the whole team,
Mhm.
but he couldn't do
I
that.
knew it.
Oh, by the way, the sergeant or whatever, whoever's the
Yeah.
ranking officer,
Yeah,
man, I was so glad he died.
he did. I mean,
What?
he was very hateable too.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when because I understand him not telling Kreese that his girl is dead.
Yeah.
You're about to go out to war. We need you focused.
Yeah.
But to sit there and use it when y'all getting ready to, then
Well,
again,
yeah,
though,
because
it
he
is
was
smart.
trying to come out alive.
Yeah, so again, it is smart, but
Yeah.
he's still a dick.
No, for sure, right?
Yeah.
But that makes it kind of gives you that context for like this is where he learned
Mm-hmm.
how to act like that. That's
Yeah.
why
Oh,
he
yeah.
does this. So he took on the attributes of that karate, whatever his Jeet
Yeah.
Kune Do guy,
Yeah.
and then instead of like saying, "Gosh, what a dick," like after killing him,
Yeah.
like he just couldn't move on from that, and that's why he does what he does in the back home.
And I didn't know that was Silver, the bad guy from number 3.
yeah.
Yes.
Because like I said, I
Yes.
just watched. Okay, so when I thought we were gonna do this podcast next week, and then so I'm
Okay.
like, okay, let me just watch Cobra Kai season 3, and then I can just rewatch it again in a week. So I watched it, and I didn't know who the guy was at all.
Mhm.
Then I watched Karate Kid 3, and then I watched it again. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
You already know they're gonna bring him back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and what I love about the show is you don't really have to watch any of the Karate Kid movies to know anything.
Yep.
Because all of a sudden you will see this woman. I'm like, who was that? Da-da. Oh,
Right,
she
and
was in number 2. They were
Yeah.
dancing together. Blah blah
They
blah.
give you all the context.
They give you everything, so you
that's-
don't have to watch
and
it.
that's the cool thing. Like what makes it feel like a true spiritual successor is that they don't write any of it off.
No.
Like it all happened, and they reference
Mhm.
all of it.
like
think
a certain trilogy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Yeah,
we don't talk about Star Wars anymore.
But
We get off into weeds.
but with that, the show was it Cobra Kai isn't cynical about Karate Kid like
No, it's very unabashedly like, yeah, it's corny and it's fun, and this is what we are.
They
but
stay true to their characters, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
but it still kind of breaks it down. It kind of shows you stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do it really well. Like the flashbacks, it's never like, okay, this is too much, or just
Yeah.
like,
It's not like the Naruto flashbacks every time, you hear the flute music and it gives you a 4-minute flashback in the middle of a fight.
Oh, yeah.
You're-
Hey, speaking of flashbacks, this is going back to the movies. At the beginning of the sequels, man, do they have to really recap everything, bruh? I was sitting there just on my phone, like 5 minutes later, I'm like, wait a minute, bruh.
Yeah, but you're
now
watching,
they're recapping number 2.
You're watching this on a streaming service one after another. Whereas
No. I was watching it. Are you talking about? No. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the movies.
the movies, yeah.
I was
yeah.
watching this on I bought this. I didn't get it off an illegal app.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Respect.
But what I'm saying is like the movies probably came out a few years after each other.
Yeah.
So like you might be walking into the theaters and like I don't really remember everything about Karate Kid.
That's your fault.
What is it like?
Well, you couldn't get it on VHS.
Like,
It took like 3 years for a movie to come out
Right.
on VHS back
Right.
then.
yeah, what is it like? Karate Kid 3 came out in 89 while the original came out in 84. That's
Yeah, it's a long time.
Mhm.
It's a long gap between films.
All right, back to the show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, let me look at my notes
Because
because I'm stupid, so I got a lot to say.
yeah, I mean, I think I don't know.
Ooh, I love. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. That's fine.
I love. Okay, so not Daniel.
Johnny.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Daniel, why do they always have to have an attractive daughter and then a fat son? Why
He
does that
lost
always
weight
happen?
in season 3.
Slimmed down.
He did. Yes,
He's
I
like the same
watched that
actor.
again.
That's something I actually want to address that I don't like about the show.
Oh, no.
It's
Here
not
we
that
go.
it's not that he got skinny. It's that
How dare he?
how dare he lose weight and take control of his life?
Canceled.
Cancel. Yeah, exactly. Fat phobic. The some of the kids, not all of them, actually, it's pretty much the females in the show. Mostly Sam is not athletic looking.
Bro, that's another reason why I hate Sam.
I don't
Yes.
I, like every time they're like, oh, she's like the best at karate, like secretly, and you're like, dude, I think she gained weight between seasons 2 and 3.
Oh my God, I gotta see
Like,
that.
I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I understand. Like, I'm kind of, I could stand to lose a few pounds. Like,
Y'all hear me talking. Y'all know I can lose some weight.
and I've been in, like, I did like a little MMA thing for a while, and there were big people in MMA, and they were good fighters, and because they're big and they're strong and they're powerful. But like, she doesn't look like a Gina Carano, right? Gina Carano is, she's not fat, but you know what I mean? Like, she's kind of, she's bigger, she's built, like, and you can kind of believe when she has that physicality, like she sells it because she did that, right? It feels like Samantha, whoever the actress is, like got cast for the show,
Mary Mouser.
and then was
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
she's like, all right, cool. Like, and instead of, I mean, you see Hawk is in shape.
Yeah.
You see everybody else is in
And
shape.
Hulk looked like a straight up beast. Like, even though
Oh,
I know
yeah.
he's just an
Oh,
actor
yeah.
on
Yeah.
the show, if I saw him with the same mohawk, the same like attitude, and he's coming
Right.
towards me, I'm like, damn.
I mean, he's not. Yeah,
Time to
he's
run.
not. He's
Yeah.
not like rocked, but I mean, he's definitely
lean.
He's
Yeah.
lean.
He is lean,
right? So
yeah.
I mean, like you can kind of believe that physicality. They really sell it, and you could tell. I mean, at least I thought between seasons 1 and 2 that there was some training.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
That they went in and actually like did some acrobatics or learned a little bit more fighting choreography. Like it was slightly better in season 2. But between 1, 2, and 3, Samantha is just not any better. And you can tell they cut away from her during like really complicated fighting.
It's fast.
You know,
It's like really fast cutting.
Yes.
Kinda like
Whereas
this-
like other actors,
Yeah.
it's a bit slower cutting.
yes.
Like the fight in the high school fight. I noticed because I was okay. The first time I saw it, like the whole fight at first looked like it was just transition, but then when it comes to her fight, it's getting cut. I was noticing it was like it was just cutting. Everyone else is just like it's just going through like it's one whole shot.
Right. They hired her to be pretty. I get it, but like
I like Tori better.
but like
gosh.
but even Tori is like she looks more athletic.
Yeah,
She doesn't look that athletic. Like she's not like, I mean, because I went to in high school. You know, I was in sports. I was in sports in college.
Prove it.
Okay, I'll do a crane kick
Do
in
it.
a second
right now.
just like you.
I do my Jaden Smith train.
Do
I knew-
double backflips.
Yeah, no, okay, I don't know about that. Break my back or something. But like, I knew a lot of like very athletic women, and like just they don't sell it to me in the show. And I'm like, how can you have all this like money? How can you not find the right person?
No, that's true. That's true.
But I know sometimes it is hard. You've got somebody with physicality, with the right personality, the right look. Like sometimes it is hard to cast somebody like that. But I'm kind of like, could you not just give her like more? Like, we'll give you more money if you just get like more in shape and sell this better. Like, I would prefer that, but I don't know if.
Okay,
you know.
what I was saying because we went like 5 minutes. So,
I know.
Okay, so we're talking about the kids. Not Daniel. I keep getting them mixed up. Johnny's in a relationship with his son Robbie.
Yeah.
It's trash, and I find it funny that when he has a relationship, you know what I'm saying, with someone, it's with Miguel. So
Yeah.
it's like when he sees he's at the restaurant and he's watching this father and son eat ice cream together, having their nice little father-son moment. He's getting all teary-eyed, and he's like, I want that. And then you sitting there, he's at the front door, you're thinking he's at Robbie's house, but really it's with Miguel. So it's like he messed up with Robbie, so now he's trying to like make it up for it with Miguel. Yeah. And then of course it's bringing tension because now Robbie is seeing that. So and then you got Robbie, he's going with the LaRusso. So Romeo and Juliet.
That's one of the things, like, and very much like the Romeo and Juliet thing, the reaction to things is always way disproportionate to what's going on.
It's very over the top.
Like in terms of like when somebody sees like, oh, I see you're with Mr. LaRusso again. Oh, well, I hate you, Dad. Like they can't. Okay, just
let him talk.
Just sit down and talk.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Like that's one of the things that kind of bothers me about the show. It's like instead of talking about it, they like always run away from each other and then talk crap and then like fester and then they get in a big fight later.
Example when Sam is drunk and Robbie brings her over to Johnny's house, that way she can sober up and go home back to LaRusso's. Yeah. Daniel comes around and is like, hey, is my daughter here? Just chill out for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I'll explain. No. Pop, 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 pop. It's like, bro, can we talk it out? Can I explain to you what's going on, bro? Right. Like, listen.
I didn't mail order your daughter to come to my house drunk. Like,
right.
Nobody likes Sam. You can take her back, bro. Trust me.
No, I think the problem is that everybody likes Sam. And that's where half of the issues in the movie, the show are stemming from.
Let them take Sam. I'm going for crazy over here.
Oh, gosh.
Speaking anybody else. Just choose somebody else.
How about neither?
Anybody else? Oh, and they got rid of the black girl in the season 3.
The what girl?
Wasn't she black? Was she serious, bro?
I'm playing.
Come on.
Yeah. They I think her name was Aisha.
Aisha.
Yeah.
Something black.
I actually liked her.
Yeah,
I thought she was cool.
I don't know why she left.
Nobody really knows why either.
I looked that up. Okay, are you talking about in the show or just in general?
Well, in the show, she moves away.
Yeah, but I heard that's because like all the plot that was going on. Because I mean, if you notice, in season 3, Robbie's kind of like now a secondary character. He's in jail. They're not doing much with him.
Yeah.
But I think it was because they didn't have much to do with her character. Because the entire show was you got like Sam having her PTSD moments.
Yeah.
Every time Tori comes around, hey, oh my God, I gotta run.
I have to leave.
Yo, she was shook that every time Tori came around. Where are you? I was like, oh, girl, that's why you trash. That's why nobody likes you.
Well, I thought
they're fighting over you. I'm going for Tori.
I thought they were going to go somewhere with that because, like bullying's a big theme in it. So maybe I'm like, oh, they're going to go
into
like
kind of did because
mental illness. Because
they brought in that whole thing like, don't be afraid. I lost a fear once. And
okay, well, I mean, there's that, but also like she had like PTSD.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, her dad's like saying he's with her and to overcome fear. Okay. But when's she gonna, start going to a therapist or something?
Right. Karate is therapy.
Okay.
All problems are fixed with karate.
Gosh, I guess.
The character I hate the most in the entire franchise, Dimitri. I hate him. He is a crappy friend. Like, bro, you see.
The nerd kid, right?
Yeah. You see your boy coming up. He got a fresh cut. He got a dope tattoo. Homie can fight. You see his girl. His girl is bad. Oh, you actually liked it? His name is Eli. Man, it's something Jewish.
And he pees his pants.
He pees his pants. Like, why are you blocking? Let this boy rearrange them guts. Stop blocking him. I hate him. And then when he tries to do karate, okay, so
he doesn't sell it either.
I have a doctor's note, so I can't do anything with my arms or my leg. Why are you here? What are you doing?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the point.
Man, just get his boy a gun and let me stop.
I actually thought about that multiple times. I was like, yo, like if I found out like 15 kids broke into my house, broke all my stuff, I'd be like, all right, Sam, screw karate. I got you a 357.
We just bought a gun.
Saturday Night Special.
I got you the.
Let's go.
How come I'm hearing Marty Robbins when I break in the door? She brings out her big iron. Yeah,
But yeah, Dimitri is like the most hated character on the show for me. I hate him. I hate him with a passion. And how did he get the hot chick in season 3? He really got her.
High school.
You got to do.
High school.
You got to do the whole.
I wasn't getting him. That was the funny one.
You got to do the nerd gets the girl thing.
Nerd, yeah.
That's some bull. Some bull.
He helped her with that science project.
So
and he broke his arm.
I make them laugh. I didn't get no hot chicks like that in school. He broke his arm.
That's a personal problem, man. You're bringing your personal.
I don't
issues
care,
into
bro.
the
I hate him.
Kai TV
I hate
show.
him. I hate him.
Well, how did you feel the final fight scene though? With when him and Hawk teamed up, I thought that was.
Okay, I thought both.
Yeah, I thought
It
cool.
was.
That scene
didn't
when
like
they're
it,
fighting
but-
in the house and it's like one continuous shot the entire way.
It was impressive.
That was actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, which fight do y'all like better? The that fight or the fight in season 2, the high school fight?
I didn't like the high school fight very much.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was funny, especially when the two kids, the little two kids are
Well,
fighting.
yeah, when they're fighting and then like the janitor comes in.
Stingray. I love Stingray. Because this is the thing about the high school fight. Like, I know we all seen fights in high school,
Yeah.
right? So are y'all the ones that also get geeked about it? Like, ooh, they fighting.
I mean, it made more sense because at least like, okay, it's in high school.
Yeah.
Fights do happen.
Yeah.
So
When
imagine you sitting there chilling. Y'all, I mean, one, you got Tori. She breaks into the office. Okay, Sam, I'm coming for you. That right
Yeah,
there.
that was
it's
dope.
like,
that was dope.
she's about to get her own site. Imagine you hearing about a fight, but the fact that you doing homework and you hear it over the intercom, bro. I'm running out of class too. I'm about to watch this fight, and then you see a fight. You see this big fight spread out the entire high school. You don't know which section of the school to go to.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see some old fat out of shit, janitor come in. Don't worry, I got this. That's why I love the kids' reaction in the back. The second he said, "I got this," pull out their phone. They pull out their phones, and it's not like he's fighting to break it up. He's fighting with Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
just
beating up
yeah.
the other kids,
Yep, he's just
and he's
beating
sitting
up
there slapping
Miyagi-Do.
hands with
five
Hawk.
of them. Yeah.
I love that scene. It's so
Yeah.
funny. It's dope. But this scene in the house party fight scene, I love how that's more of a continuous shot.
Yes.
And it seems more brutal because Kyler
was
just digging into Miguel.
yeah.
Like that was
Yes.
And then, yeah.
I did like how they brought him back.
Kyler, yeah.
I didn't think that.
Yes, because they brought him back to bring him back in the dojo.
Yep.
What I love about that is who is it? Hawk almost reverts back to his old ways.
yes.
my gosh.
Like he gets scared. He starts thinking about all the times and
Yeah.
bullying. But then all of a sudden he's like, nah, that's not me no more.
Right.
And he just goes in on the fat boy. Like,
Dude,
even Tori was like,
Yeah.
oh my
that
god,
was brutal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I counted. When he was on the ground, he punched him in the face 10 times.
Yep.
If you like, you can
His
even hear
face-
him. You can even hear him like, oh, bro, stop. I was like,
Yeah,
You know,
you're,
when,
you're
yeah.
like you're
when
like
Chris is
literally
Chris is like, fin- bah, bah,
Yeah.
bah. He didn't even let him finish
Yeah.
the sentence.
No.
Finish him.
you're like getting into like brain damage
Oh,
territory.
dude,
Yeah.
the dude's spitting teeth out. He's getting like reconstructive
Uh-huh.
face surgery. Like, dude.
Hawk is the best character.
And then he like that slow mo. He gets
Yeah.
him, and
Uh-huh.
spits on him. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my!
Damn.
And he just walks right
Uh.
up to Kyler like, yeah,
Mean
yeah.
mugging
You,
the
you want
shit.
to come
Yeah.
next?
I
You
know.
wanna go next?
I like that. That is something I definitely am looking forward to in season 4. Is just like everyone gets their comeuppance.
Uh-huh.
Like I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to see everybody get crapped on super hard that deserves it. I like the redemption arc that they're doing with Hawk.
Yeah,
I like that they're combining the dojos.
because even in like bits and pieces, a part of him comes out. Like when after Moon dumps him and she's like with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's like sitting at the party, and then not Eli, Dimitri.
Dimitri, yeah.
I hate him. He comes over and starts talking about Doctor Who, and he's like,
Doc-
I don't watch that nerd stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, but she's awesome. He's like, it's a she. Like a part of him is
Oh,
still
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but he doesn't want to go back to those nerd ways to where he's
Yeah.
getting bullied. So he stays, trying to become more and more Cobra Kai. But eventually he's like, you know what?
That's why you
I
got to
thought-
do both, man. You got to be the athlete with the cool haircut and the tattoo, and you watch Doctor Who, even though Doctor
Right.
Who's terrible.
that was
Well, no.
hilarious. Yeah, she's a girl now, and I'm sitting here laughing like, oh, I know that show's so bad. Oh man,
She just got like she just quit.
yeah, she did.
It's,
heard about that,
It's
yeah.
rumored, but it's probably
Yeah,
just- let's
you
be-
tank
But
you tank this franchise.
it would have been far more realistic to say, "Oh yeah, I also don't watch it too anymore."
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, yeah.
That would've been far more
But
realistic.
I mean, if as the level of nerdy that a high schooler gets, like high schoolers aren't usually that discerning, so it kind of makes sense.
Hey, we talked so much about the kids. What about actual like Johnny and Daniel though?
I like Johnny Lawrence a lot.
Especially
a
I love
lot.
how
everyone does.
he's still stuck in the 80s, which is funny.
Yeah,
he's
he
still
is.
learning how to use a
Yes.
computer. Like, oh yeah, I don't have Facebook no more. I threw my phone away.
Uh-huh.
You still have it. It's on your computer.
So yeah. Oh, my computer died.
yeah.
Oh, you said it was wireless.
Did you plug it in? What?
What? You said it was wireless.
Apparently that's how. What's the actor's name? Zabka?
Willie Zabka.
William
Yeah.
Zabka.
Billy, yeah.
Apparently that's how he actually is in real life.
Are you serious?
I saw a video. They were at like one of the events, and Ralph Macchio like pulled out his phone and was like teaching him how to make a story on like Instagram. He's like, yeah, so the stories, they'll stay for like 24 hours or you can have a post and they'll stay forever. He's like, oh, really?
Yeah,
That is crazy.
It actually is funny. Like I didn't watch the entire like the rap party or whatever they called that.
yeah, they have that on, is it on Netflix?
I didn't watch that.
Yeah,
I
I didn't watch that necessarily, like the whole thing. I watched like bits and pieces, but just the way that he acts outside of the show, he literally is like, oh, you are just Johnny Lawrence.
Wow.
Like he talks like him. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's obviously actors like can't not be themselves. Well, that's kind of their job, but like, I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
like,
I feel you. Yeah.
But he's like very much, it's like 1-to-1. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what
that's his whole career is based on Johnny Lawrence.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. When he was a teenager back in the 80s, he was a heartthrob. I mean, you saw those
I saw those
photos.
Hey, I saw those. I was like, bro, look at the gold locks, though.
Dude, yeah.
My dad was telling me, he's like, oh, yeah, he was in all the teen magazines in the 80s and stuff. I'm like, oh,
sure.
Makes
sure
sense.
he was.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I like Johnny a lot. I like his character, not necessarily like even his arcs, but just like the fact that he's a nice guy, but he's tough and he doesn't deal with he just doesn't like excuses. He doesn't and sometimes, he's a little bit too like blunt or
He still has
straightforward.
that Cobra Kai mentality somewhat.
Definitely.
But it's like the good aspect.
Oh,
of it,
exactly.
you
Yeah.
know,
He's not sitting there trying to kill him. But he's definitely hey, no pussies. We're here to be badass.
Right.
So,
right. No, I definitely do like that. And I mean, you get Daniel. He's still Daniel.
yeah, he's whatever.
He's still Daniel. Like he does a
Yeah.
good job of being like, you watch the movies and you're like, yeah, it feels like he's just more mature.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I still I like Daniel more.
Right.
And now what I'm waiting for is for them in season 5 or whatever. Oh yeah, we have to go against a new dojo or whatever. Boom! Here comes Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan.
Now stop.
I'm waiting for that.
Stop.
That can be the season finale, the series
my
finale. You know what I'm
gosh.
saying? Or something. Jaden and Jackie has to
No,
pop in
that would,
somehow.
That would be too goofy.
I'd rather
That'd
them
be
show up to
campy.
Hillary Swank.
Actually,
Yeah. So
give you
come on.
that.
Matt, I wonder if they'll have the balls to do that. I mean, maybe.
I mean, it don't have to be
don't
a full story, but a nice little cameo or whatever would be dope.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Little janitor Jackie Chan or something. He has a little
Janitor.
one-off scene with
Janitor.
somebody. I don't know.
He got outsourced to America. See, that's how ridiculous that would be.
Hey, what y'all think about the soccer game fight?
Oh,
in
Season 3.
in season 3.
Because, they came back from school. Now they're trying to
Yeah.
be more creative. They're
Yeah.
still going at each other.
Yeah.
So I thought the soccer game was awesome.
Yeah, that's fun.
that was hilarious.
Yeah.
fun.
It was fun. It was a little campy, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no,
Little-
that's
little
one
goofy,
of the, that's
little-
one of the good things about the show is it leans into it's campy, deal with it.
Yeah.
It's fun, and I want an Eagle Fang karate shirt
Yes.
so bad.
Yes. It looks awesome.
so
They're-
bad.
They're already being made.
I know.
Yeah,
I
of
looked.
course,
I looked
yeah.
it up. I was like, I knew because they had. There's official merch for every dojo,
Mm-hmm.
so you can get rep your favorite dojo. Definitely not Miyagi-Do.
Actually,
No, keep that.
I actually got a Miyagi-Do shirt for my
Oh,
sister for
really?
Christmas.
Did it
Yeah,
come
I
with a
didn't even-
bonsai tree?
the big
Or a
bonsai
boba
tree in the
tea.
back. Yeah.
Boba tea.
I didn't even ask for it. I didn't even know it existed. But I opened it, I'm like,
Huh.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's cool.
I like
Yeah.
that Chosen. I just learned his name this morning. Chosen, the bad guy for number 2, comes back.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought
Because
they
he's the
did
one
that
that
pretty
can
well.
fight and he teaches them more and he
Yeah.
finally gets to pay back there.
I thought that they do such a good callback with that, and I love the secret technique thing that they're setting up,
That was cool.
because
Pressure
then,
points.
Yeah, because that's
yeah.
the whole you're bringing it back to America now. You're actually now you've taken the Miyagi legacy
Mhm.
and it's yours now. I do kind of like that. And that section of the film was just kind of different, where he's in Okinawa
Yeah.
and talking to different people. I was sitting at the screen going, no, don't do it. No, you're an idiot. When he's in the bar with
whatever
the Japanese girl's name.
The old
Kimiko.
Is it
Okay,
Kimiko? I was gonna say that, and I was like, I don't know if that's right.
I think
Yeah,
it's
no,
Kimiko.
yeah.
And I'm like, you're brushing your hand against her. Like, what is your problem? Because you just did that with Allie.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that.
No, this was before.
It was before. It was like, but like twice in the season, they had this like weird tension moment. Of course, Allie like did not play into it. Like after she realized like, okay, Johnny's like,
I really liked that.
I
too.
did like that.
Yeah.
She was just like, nah, like I'm not a home wrecker. Like, not me.
Oh, you talking about when Ali came back?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
were you
was
talking about with Daniel or Johnny?
Well, both. Because like Daniel, I was like, why are they trying to play this like I'm going to cheat on my wife angle thing?
Yeah, I'm like, I knew that wasn't going to happen. So
Right.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that was weird.
That was a little strange because it was like they could have just ended the scene like a minute and a half earlier and had the dude walk in and it wouldn't have been weird.
Yeah.
I love when they finally have each other on Facebook, and she writes this message about how everything is going on, and he has this whole
thing,
the whole like Harry Potter book of a message, and then he's like, okay, he actually has a good message like I'm a sensei, I'm saying I love my job, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
No, that's too long.
Yeah.
No, nothing much. What's up?
Yeah. Not much. You.
Yeah.
She just explained everything that was going on.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, but I love the look.
That's like totally true.
But I love the look that Daniel and Johnny give each other once she says that she's divorced or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Daniel was kind of like, he's looking at him like, oh, really? And he's just kind of drinking his drink like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, bruh, you just got with Miguel's mom. It's like, as much as I would like to see that, it's like, bro, don't mess things up with the mom and Miguel. Because one, she already has kids. Ali has like, what, 1 or 2 kids?
Two,
yeah.
And then with Miguel, you're already like friends with him. So you get with her, marry or whatever.
Yeah.
The kid is basically your friend. You're good.
But here's the other problem. Is that if Johnny ends up with Miguel's mom, that means that Miguel and his son Robbie are brothers.
that
And that
would be
means,
good.
And that means that Sam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no. So I'm like, hold on. So I was thinking maybe they're going to introduce Allie to like get rid of that problem.
Hey, that would be funny though. That would be a funny situation,
Right? No, but I kind of wonder, like, is there going to be a whole thing?
Sam would still mess with both of them. She would still
for sure
jump from one to the other.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Sam is a freak.
Ain't no. She been doing it all 3 seasons. Hey, at least Tori been stuck with one person. That's Miguel.
The best way to get with Sam is to beat up her boyfriend.
Yes, you have to.
You have to kill her too.
Yeah, you have to beat up the boyfriend in order to get.
She's just into violence.
I'm wondering, do you think Tori and Robbie are gonna?
I was thinking that too.
Well, yeah. That
they gave each
seems like what they're trying to set up.
Yeah.
Like payback or something.
I don't care.
I
don't care.
I mean, I'm still tripping on the fact that she was legit about to kill Sam.
Oh yeah.
Not once, but twice.
Oh yeah, when she pulled out the nunchucks, I'm like, okay, you know how to even use that?
Right?
Come on.
That's kind of where I was like, okay, yeah, it was fun in games when you were like punching each other, but like, don't you have a gun locker? Like you're rich. Like, go to the gun safe and shoot her.
They're in California. Remember this.
I'm in California.
Yeah, I know, but
they're rich though.
I love Tori. She's so crazy and she's hot. I never knew I like hot chicks, but I mean crazy chicks. But man,
you never knew you liked hot chicks until now.
You know what it was? I think ever since I saw Dexter, and that one chick that was like killed dokes for him. I don't know if y'all seen it. I never watched the show. I was like, she's so crazy. She's so hot. I need her.
Oh gosh, she was something.
I want somebody to kill.
She got that like Azula energy.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You never seen?
Bro.
That sounds like a Mexican dish.
You can't even be on this podcast anymore.
What is Azula? Is that like Mexican for grandma?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
She's Chinese.
Japanese.
Okay.
Sorry, Japanese.
I've only seen book 1 in the movie.
Nah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it.
It's so good.
It's really good.
We're gonna do a podcast on it at some point.
I'm gonna check it out. I've been meaning to binge watch it. But I don't like Sam. Sam is trash. Tori, I've been saying this throughout the entire podcast. I love me some Tori.
She bad.
But let's talk about the fight with Kreese, Daniel, and Johnny.
Yeah, that was
and
hype.
Robbie.
That was hype.
Robbie.
That was hype.
Oh, that was good.
Because it was like a fight that was been building. I mean, they fought before, but like this time it was like for real now.
Yeah.
You even seen Kreese. Both of them were trying to kill each other when Johnny grabbed
I was
the,
like, is he about to like stab him with that thing?
Picked up the sai. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then with this fight, Daniel is now on offense now. He's done with that.
Yes.
You know, I'm not going to strike first. Like, nah, I got to put you down now.
Well, and
makes
that's
sense,
what I like is that there's going to be that synthesis of like, yes, Miyagi-Do is like it's for defense only, but also like you kind of have to do have to strike first, strike hard.
Exactly.
And
there's a time when you have to do that.
Right. Maybe no mercy is the part you kick out, right? Like, but he has that new technique where he can like do the pressure point thing. So like you can synthesize that and just create this like we don't take crap from bullies, but we also like we give mercy and we allow like people a hand up so that they're not getting caught in this cycle of violence.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like. So I mean, I don't know.
It's actually interesting what the fighting styles are actually kind of becoming what what it's based off of. I looked into the history of karate.
Oh yeah.
Real quick the other day. Yeah, and you know they show all the pictures, right, of the senseis and the like Miyagi's dad or whatever.
Yeah.
That picture, he's an actual dude.
What?
Like Miyagi something other. But and he trained in Okinawa. He went over to China, but that was basically his whole style of karate. It was called, I don't know what it's called because Japanese, but the two words mean soft and hard.
Huh.
So he emphasized like you need like
I'm not gonna say nothing. I've already said enough things that to get cut out. So let me be quiet.
Cialis-Do karate.
But it's no, but it's like the soft. Okay, the soft part, if we can be mature here.
Nope.
That's the more defensive. That's the blocking and parrying.
Yeah.
And then the hard is like the striking and the punching. So his whole, if we can be mature, the dude's philosophy was in life. There are times when you need to be assertive. And then there are times when you gotta be hard. Yeah. I hate you.
I'm always hard. In life.
It's really bad in the
Strike
morning.
hard.
No.
Strike first. No mercy.
Penetrate the body.
I swear.
It's really bad in the morning, right?
Oh my God.
That's the best time to do karate.
Right.
Just in the
The
morning.
one time I needed to be hard, I was soft. I was like, oh, come on.
You just needed to do some like Miyagi-Do breathing exercises. Some,
Daniel-san, you have to be hard.
I swear. This show
But
is
Sam
actually
is so annoying. I can only be soft. Hey,
this is devolving.
okay,
quickly.
stop.
It just reminded me of one scene where Daniel went to his wife. I was like, we should do karate together. And she's like, the last time we did, our son was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
remember
right.
that.
The last time they went on the mat, yeah.
Whew. Okay, I'm sweating over here. I'm crying.
Oh man.
All right.
Final thoughts. Anybody? About anything.
Let me catch my breath.
It is.
Okay. Final thoughts on the season.
Anything.
I love Cobra Kai. Like I said, you don't have to really watch the Karate Kid to get into it, to know everything. But of course, like anything, it's best to kind of like know your history.
Yeah.
That way, it makes it a hell of a lot better.
Don't hit the table.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't know I was doing that.
It's all good.
But yeah. So I enjoyed. I enjoy the characters. Like I said, my favorite character is probably either Hawk. It's Hawk and Johnny. I'm gonna go with both of those. Hate Dimitri. Hate Sam. Love Tori.
Gosh.
Tori, somehow, if you listening,
Oh,
follow me,
God.
Mo Jenkins on Instagram.
Oh no.
Big Daddy Mo on YouTube.
Cut his
And
mic
Mo
off.
Jenkins on Snapchat.
Oh gosh.
I even
Oh,
do
even
a
the
Snapchat
Snapchat?
premium
Oh,
for
man.
you.
Even the Snapchat. Oh no.
Why don't you do a Mo OnlyFans?
Oh gosh.
Big Daddy Mo
If
OnlyFans.
we're at this point, just tell her your address.
Oh no.
Okay, so
No.
I live at 212
Dude.
Brookdale Drive.
Okay.
Do not
I don't even
dox
live there.
yourself.
I don't even live there no more.
Do not
But,
dox yourself.
But okay, yeah, but I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the show a lot more than I do the movies, and it's definitely a great watch. I can't wait to see, because I heard that they actually have like enough plans for all the way to season 6.
No,
I've heard that.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
know.
I
That
was thinking
might
about
be,
that too. Yeah,
That might be too much. Yeah.
I feel like it's going to overstay its welcome if it goes another past 4.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they are because now we have our 4 coming up with this tournament, and it's like after Kreese is gone, because they're going to bring in Silver. After that, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It seemed like I was
Right.
going to. You done basically almost brought in everybody from all 3 movies.
Right.
Yeah, they already did.
Or you do like a time skip and the kids are adults, but no, I mean,
No.
I just don't. I don't
They're
see it.
already adults.
Well, there's that too. There's that.
I mean,
I don't really see why you would need 6 seasons. But,
that sounds like
it's
too
a
much.
lot. Yeah.
but we'll see. I mean, hopefully they can wrap things up nicely enough in season 4 that I can go, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Or I mean, but hey, if the show continues and it's still really good, I'm not going to complain. But I just don't know if I see it.
Yeah.
What's everybody's favorite season? I'm gonna go with 2 for me.
I don't know.
That's hard.
It is hard. They're all different. I liked one.
Yeah.
I liked 1 a lot because it was still establishing everything. But I mean, 2 was a lot of teen drama for me.
Too much, yeah.
3 I thought was cool because of the Kreese backstories.
Yeah. Because honestly, that was the best part about all of season 3. Kreese.
It was good. Yeah, and Kreese's performance is great.
Now you got me
He's
wanting to say number 3 because Kreese now might be my favorite character. Kreese, Hawk, and Johnny, my 3 favorite characters. I'm sorry, Tori. I'm sorry, Hawk. Put Tori back in.
Wow. Anybody else have any closing thoughts?
No.
It's just a good, campy, fun show. It's
Yeah.
you can't
Recommended if you're not watching it.
watch it.
Watch
And
it.
Chris loves Robbie's haircut.
Chris
gosh.
loves
Oh my
Robbie's
God.
haircut.
Hashtag Robbie's haircut.
And in addition to the
hash
movies,
brown.
in addition to the movies, also watch How I Met Your Mother, the episodes with William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. That's how it starts, so you must as well watch those episodes too.
Oh, they're actually in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the
No
show.
way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Ralph
didn't know
Macchio is a douche, and he's just like Barney. Like y'all seen How I Met Your Mother, right?
Is he playing himself?
Yeah,
Playing
he's playing
himself.
himself.
Like, of course, an
okay.
exaggerated version.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his catchphrase is that was in. Wait for it. Credible. Like he has a Barney Stinson legendary catchphrase.
Oh, wow.
William Zabka the entire time is like he even says it in the show, like everybody always sees me as the bully and all that, but really I'm a nice guy. I'm smart. I graduated college. This and that. And that. He's even tried to become the best man in whose wedding is it? Is it Ted's? Whoever's getting married. He's even trying to become the best man. So
Wow.
That's
it's
goofy.
like Billy Zabka is the good guy, Ralph Macchio is the bad guy.
I'm still not going to watch the show.
It's actually good.
I've never enjoyed it. Anything with a
too
laugh
much.
track is just no.
No, I give you that.
I can't do it. Anyway, I think that's about it. So again, just if you like this episode, if you listened this far, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
But either way, please like this, subscribe to the channel, check out the Spotify and the Apple podcasts as well. And if you're on Google, check it on Google. If you're on Amazon, we're on Amazon Music as well. We should get there. So share it with your friends. We want to grow this so that we can continue to bring you guys good content and grow the channel. So I think that's about it. And don't forget to follow Mo Jenkins.
Mm-hmm. Big Daddy Mo on YouTube.
Yep.
That goes for you, Tori. I'm going to find your.
Oh my
I'm going to have to get your real name. I don't want to keep calling you Tori. I apologize.
It's Peyton List.
Oh, Peyton List.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Shouldn't have told him.
I love the way it comes off my mouth. Peyton List.
I feel like you're gonna break into like the chef from South Park. I'm gonna make love to your woman. I feel like you're getting
Hey, kids.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
children.
Peyton List, yes. Follow me at Big Daddy Mo on
no.
YouTube and Mo Jenkins on Instagram. We could talk about this later.
All right. Well, this is the Pleb Critics Podcast, and we're signing out. See ya.
See ya.
Later.
Peace. Tory List. Donald Trump is president in this show, so I'm sure they can get away with it.
I don't know. I mean, we still got Castle
Wax
Doctrine.
on, wax off.
Wax off. Mr. Miyagi, he was the greatest there ever was. Mr. Han is a joke compared to him. He comes from China.
China.
He says it's karate, but it's Chinese. It doesn't even make sense.